What we got? We got a little trout here. Indeed, that's what we got. Come in, little man. All right, guys, look at what he hit. He hit the Jake here. All right, guys, a little rainbow here to start the day. Let's get this little feller back in the water. Not a big fish, but hey, you got to start somewhere. There he goes. What's up, everybody? Thanks for joining me here on this cold Saturday morning. It is March the 18th, and I thought I'd come up here at Rockhouse Lake and just see if there's any trout left in here. And I've caught one so far. The last few times I've been up here, guys, I haven't got a bite. So we know there's at least one fish left in here. And by the way, I was finally able to pick me up a couple more of Jake's lures. That's what we caught that fish on. I've got actually two now. The one you see there on your left is the one I caught that fish on. That's the one I have been throwing. The one to your right there, I haven't caught any fish on that yet, but that is the second one I picked up. Both of those are 1/4 ounce. And that's what I thought I would come back up here and use today. These are lures that I've just started to throw here recently and gained a lot of confidence in them, catching both bass and trout on them. And that is exactly what we caught that rainbow there on. So I hope you guys come along with me here this morning. I wasn't quite sure if there was any trout left in here. It's been a month and a half, 6 weeks since they put any trout in here. So and like I said, the last few times I haven't got a bite when I've come up here and fished. But it's about 8:30 in the morning here, and it's kind of cold. It's about 30 degrees, but I'm gonna keep throwing that Jake. So I hope you guys come along with me here, and let's see if we can catch some more fish on it. Let's just go ahead and make another cast down this way. This is in the area where we caught that fish. Be nice to catch a couple more, but my goal was to come up here and at least catch one today, and so far I've done that. Really hasn't taken that long. I haven't been up here very long at all. The sun's just starting to come up. I don't think it's supposed to warm up into maybe the mid 40s today. Right now it's about 30 degrees, so it is a little cool out here. There's not very many up here. Last few trips I've made up here, pretty much had the lake to myself. Nobody's been fishing. The state hasn't put any in 6 weeks, and the stocking here in West Virginia at this particular lake has been anything but consistent. And like I said, just wasn't sure if there was any trout left in here because this lake gets fished quite a bit. They stocked on February the 1st, the state did, and here it is March the 18th. And who knows when they're going to stock again. They say the next stocking will probably be the gold rush, where they put nothing but golden trout in here. Look here. Look here. Look here. Talking about trout. Oh, buddy. Got off right here at the bank, man. But we had another one. That wasn't the golden trout that I was talking about, but I'll take it. He was right here at the bank, man. Threw that hook. Well, guys, we almost had another trout. My goal today was, again, like I said, to come up here and at least catch one fish. I have reached my goal, but we almost had a second one. But that was along the dam there. I have now since moved locations. I'm kind of here in the parking lot at the front part of the lake. I'll kind of show you where I'm at here, what my plans are. We have one guy fishing right over there. Again, this is the front part of the lake. I'm going to go down through here and probably make a few casts off the boat ramp. You can see right there, there's a couple people fishing in that upper corner, but I'm going to go right there and we'll just cast out in some deep water here with that Jake, and we'll see what happens. It would be nice to land a second fish, but again, to come up here, last 2 times I haven't got a bite, so we're doing much better today. The water looks pretty good. The sun is coming out and it's starting to feel a lot better, guys. But come with me. I'm going to go down to the boat ramp. We'll make a few casts out to this deep water here. Let's make a cast out here. We'll make a few casts out here. I'm right off the boat ramp. We'll see if we can find another one here. If not, we'll move in the upper section of this lake. There's a few other spots I'm wanting to try. Got the wind blowing at me right now. Wind has picked up a little bit here. But I'll make a few more casts right off this boat ramp. We'll see if we can find another one. The wind is definitely not to my advantage, so I can't get it out as far as I'd like. But I'm gonna let it sink there a little bit and just start a slow retrieve. Seems to be what works the best with these lures. At least that's what I found out so far, but I'm hoping we can find at least one more trout in here. Like I said, I'm going to try a different section out in the upper portion of this lake. We may even fish that first pond there, so which has some bass in it. I don't know. We'll see if the bass are active or maybe if they're hitting today. It's a little cold, but you never know. It is the middle of March. They should be starting to wake up, at least become more active. Maybe on my way out, we'll stop there and make a few casts. All right, guys, we're just going to move up here a little bit. Cover a little bit more ground here. I'm still throwing this yellow and red copper colored jake. We'll make a few casts up in here. Let's try it up through here, man. I haven't had the first hit yet. I've been throwing it here for a little while. Again, no hits. But the upper part of the lake here, I'll try it a little while longer here, guys. Make a few more casts with this lure. See if we can't find our first fish on it. Still got the wind blowing here a little bit, but if we don't get nothing here in the next little bit, on my way out, we'll fish that first lake, see if we can catch a bass maybe. Because there are some bass in there. There's some bass in here, but haven't had any luck today. My goal is to catch one fish because I've been here and got skunked a few times. We've had some bad weather, haven't been able to fish it like I wanted to, but we're just wanting to see if there's still any trout left in here. Well, guys, I have switched locations. I have finished up fishing the main lake there and fished up there a couple hours. Caught one fish. That was my goal today, was to come up here and just see if there was any trout still left in Rockhouse. We know there were two left. The second one I couldn't land. It got off right there at the bank. But anyway, on my way out, I thought I'd just fish this pond. As you can see behind me, there are some bass in here. I don't know if they're going to be hitting, but I thought before I left, before I went home, I would stop here and make a few casts. And I'm going to put on the 1/6 ounce red and white rooster tail. We'll see if we can get any of these bass to hit, but I have caught them in here before. But anyways, I don't have long. Let's make a few casts here, guys. Let's see if we can hook a bass. Let's just make a cast right over in here, guys. See what happens. I don't know what to expect. We may not get a bite. There's one. There's one. Oh man, he hit right here at the bank, a little one. Check this out, guys. Might be the smallest bass I have ever caught out of this lake. But check that little fella out. I believe it's a little largy. What are you, buddy? About, I don't know, 5 inches long. Pretty fish. Wow, that's the bass I was looking for. Just a little bigger size. I just kind of felt the weight on the line. He hit it kind of funny. Barely had him hooked, but hey, we landed him. He hit real close to the bank here. Let's move on down and see. Maybe we can find one bigger. We gotta find one bigger than that. He's just a little old feller. Look here, right at the bank. Right at the bank, man, just like that last one. Get in here, buddy. Y'all's hitting close to the bank here. All right, guys. Hey, they are getting a little bit bigger. Yeah. Maybe that fish did go out and tell his cousin or some of his kin folks that he's baiting the water here. And these fish are hungry. Let's let you go, buddy. We're making progress. God, he's back. You back here in the mud, son. Let's help you here. That's it. Go that way there. I'm gonna help you. Go ahead. There he goes. All right, let's just keep casting. That's two here in a short period of time. I seen him come up and hit it right here at the bank. We'll make a few casts, see if we can catch a few more. Seem to like that old rooster tail. I've got pretty good confidence in this one as well, this red and white one. I've caught quite a few fish on it. This one right here, just a silver blade 1/6 ounce red and white rooster tail. That's what I hooked that big old trout on over at Chief Logan that broke me off at the bank. Let's hope that don't happen again, but we'll make a few more casts here in this little pond, see if we can't catch another bass. There's one. Oh, there's one. If I don't lose my balance here, we got another one. Come in here, buddy. All right. All right, guys, this is another bass here. All right, guys. Here's another one. I don't know if he's as big as that last one, but he's definitely bigger than that first one. Ain't you, buddy? Let's let you go back where you come from here. About broke my neck on that one. God. Kind of a muddy bank here, man. I about lost it, but we landed him. Well, guys, the question was, are there any trout still left in Rockhouse? Well, what I found out when I come up here today, I know there were two left in here. I landed one and had another one hooked. But I know there are probably not a whole lot. It's been 6 weeks since they put any fish in here. I wish the state would get a little bit more consistent with their stockings, because it's been anything but consistent. You have the northern counties and other places here in West Virginia getting stocked multiple times per month, and that's just not happening here. So I know the gold rush is coming up and we look forward to that, but they should be a little bit more consistent with their stocking here in southern West Virginia. But having said that, my goal was to come up here and catch a fish. I did that. Had another one hooked, almost had two. I'm not going to count that second one. But we know there were two trout left in here, and on my way out, I fished this little pond, guys, and you've seen those 3 bass that I just caught. So they wasn't much size to the fish, but coming out here just having some fun. Catching the fish, no matter what size they are, makes it all worthwhile to me. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I know this is a short video, but fishing's been tough here lately, trying to deal with the weather and the seasonal change. But we've had quite a bit of rain here, and the rivers are up. I can't wait to get back in the river, but for now I'm trying to fish some of these ponds and some of these lakes here close to home. But anyway, having some fun out here, still catching the fish, guys. I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching.